Welcome to Stobox, getting your business ready for a modern investor. Here at Stobox, you can find information about tokenization, as well as business services that Stobox offers for all of its business, corporate, and also the individual clients. You can find out more about Stobox features and also technology details. You can also see all of the solutions that Stobox offers to every single client. When you click on register, the first thing you have to understand is the disclaimer and the risks as you are dealing with traditional securities, even though they are on the blockchain. So now once you have agreed to the platform's terms and conditions and with the disclaimers, you can now proceed to the registration. The registration consists of an email and a password, and then confirm it. As it is a DLT system, you are issued a recovery seed, which is your personal seed phrase that you will be utilizing to sign up and make future transactions. Once you have copied that seed, click Continue, and here you will be asked to verify your email. Once that is done, click Continue, and you have now created your account. So, once you finish with the KYC process, you can now check out the dashboard. The very first time you click on the dashboard, this is what you will see. On the dashboard, we have digital security assets, crypto assets, and fiat assets. So as you can see, I have a zero balance in my portfolio, and I also have a zero balance in my crypto, digital, and fiat assets. This is the whole dashboard. You can send and receive, deposit and withdraw, and you can see your transaction history. You will also be able to utilize both fiat and crypto assets in order to purchase and manage your digital securities. Now that you have seen the dashboard, I will show you now how to make a deposit. Let's take a look and see how that's done. Okay, so let's talk about deposits. Once your account has been verified, you have the option to deposit cryptocurrencies. First, you need to choose an asset. The system will accept Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other stable coins as a crypto deposit. So here you will see an issued BTC address from your Stobox account where you can send your Bitcoin to. The system also allows you to send and make a deposit using a fiat currency if you'd like. You will need to click on the drop-down bar and choose an asset, then agree to the terms and conditions. Then you will be given a payment method along with payment details on how to wire your US dollars in this case, and then it will be uploaded to your account and you will be able to see this under your fiat assets. Again, this will happen once you wire the funds to your Stobox account and the funds have cleared, and then you will see a balance appear under your fiat assets. As a registered investor, qualified or public, you will have access to certain investment opportunities. All the investment opportunities are registered. Their prospectuses have been issued and accepted by the local regulator. And when we talk about the securities here, we actually mean shares or common stock, and you can see this by the token rights. So we talk about equity, dividends, and if a certain security token gives dividends on that. Does it have voting rights? Does it allow you to have a revenue share of that business? Or are there other certain specific conditions? We also have to understand what stage the company's in. Is this a primary offering or a secondary trade or a secondary offering for that specific security? And again, here is a placement type. Is it a public offering or is it a private offering? So depending on these filters, you will have access to certain companies and certain investment opportunities. So here again, you can see the price of it. You can see all the main data on the investment opportunity itself. So let's have a more in-depth look at this. Basically, this is the card of the company itself. You have the general information, and in case the company registers its securities with the IC number, the IC number is just basically an international securities identification number, which means that the security is registered and can be classified as a security globally. You will also have access to social information like a website, videos, and social networks. Here is more detailed financial information on the price of the token, fundraising goals, the amount of money raised, valuation, and the minimum investment into the company. Besides the offering information, you can see the stage, the country of origin, and you will have access to documents of that company like prospectus, a private memorandum, and all other documents that the company would like to share with you. Here you will see permitted areas. This is a table of which investors can participate in the specific offering. So in this example here, only professional investors from Switzerland or any investor, public or professional from the EU, can have access to this offering. Here you will have more information and all the details under the company highlights. You can see updates, the team, and the main information. Let's have a look at this. Here is a video, and here is an expert review. So as you see, this is a complete page about the company and the offering for you, the investor. So now with all of this information, you can actually assess and understand what the company is offering you. So you can now make a well-informed decision. So as an investor, once you decide you want to participate in a specific offering, you simply click on the Invest button. You will be taken to the next screen, which looks like this, and you will be given all the data of the offering, as well as all the financial details of the purchase. Again, as we have mentioned, you can use cryptocurrencies or fiat currencies to purchase the digital securities token. In this example, we have chosen Bitcoin as the asset, and we have chosen to purchase 1,500 tokens of VTX at the price of 0.223 Bitcoin, which for this example would add up to a total of 1,040 USD. And here you can see the commissions, which are calculated separately. And over here, you can see the order summary. And above that, you will see the progress. There are 4 steps that we will need to follow. And this is the first step that we start with, which is the financial details. Once you have confirmed all of this, you will click on the next step. This is risks. There are certain risks that you have to accept and agree to before you can continue, like investment risks, operational risks, financial risks. There are all sorts of risks which we want to make you aware of before you purchase any securities. And once you have accepted that, you can click Next Step. This next part is a legal agreement between you, the investor, and an issuer. So you will need to agree to all of this as well. Now you can click Next Step. Now this step is very important because you will personally sign for the transaction with your seed phrase. Now this seed phrase was chosen by you at the very beginning during the registration process. Listen to me on this. It is very important that you save this phrase as it will be used for all of your primary activities here on this platform. Once the seed is selected, you can now click on Confirm. and we see that we chose the correct seed as it is highlighted here in green. The next screen we see is that it has been approved. Now you can go back to the dashboard and you can see that it is available under your digital securities assets on your dashboard screen. You will also have access to your transaction history, where you can see the history of all of your transactions for each individual asset, the available amount, the type of transaction, the operation type, the date, and the amount. So much like making a deposit, we can also make withdrawals of cryptocurrency as well as fiat currencies. So, click on cryptocurrency, choose an asset, then select the BTC address, and then input the amount, and then you can submit the payment. Once all that is approved, your Bitcoin will be transferred to the BTC address that you provided. In the same way, this applies to fiat currency. Choose an asset, agree, then click Continue. This is important. The funds will be wired to the same account that you wired them in from, unless you would like to change that account. You can do so, and you will need to click here on the Modify Bank Account. So again, if you need to change where the money is being wired to, you can do this through the system here. So, once you have selected the account that you want to wire to, click Withdraw. And once it is approved, you will see this show up on your personal account outside of Stobox.